Please welcome now the next speaker, who is Alan Shapiro. He is most well known for his book Star Trek: Technologies of Disappearance, which the academic journal Science Fiction Studies called the leading work of science fiction theory. Alan is primarily a software developer, and he is working on the invention of quantum computing in software and the transformation of informatics into a humanities subject. Thank you.
Well, when I spoke at the Transmediale this year at the Futurama, at the Futurity Now conference about the car of the future, I read from a prepared text. When I spoke at Ars Electronica at the symposium on the Asimo robot, I spoke about robots and androids, and I read from a prepared text. So today I'm doing it differently, just to talk and see what happens as an experiment. Now, what I'll try to do. Actually, this feels sort of strange. Can I do it without a microphone? No. Okay. I want to give an overview of my work as a whole, but I won't talk much about Star Trek. That would be a separate lecture. Primarily, I'm a thinker, and I think I want to say I'm a thinker, but I also believe in what the Dalai Lama said, that in the West we think too much with the head and that we should move the center to the heart. And that can include the senses and the feelings, emotions, the body, but I think that's summarized in the embodied metaphor of the heart. So what I try to do as an intellectual is to move down from the head to the heart. And a very good introduction to my work, there's a journalist in Berlin, Florian Fricke, who just won the German Umweltmedienpreis, the Environmental Media Prize. And he made a 38-minute radio documentary on the Bayerischer Rundfunk about my work. And it's streamed at the Bayerischer Rundfunk website, and I translated it into English, and there's a transcript at my website, alan-shapiro.com. In his documentary on my work, he focuses on my interest in quantum physics. And I want to say quantum physics is the center of my work. And I think that someone made a presentation, and also Buddhism. Actually, I have an essay where I bring together quantum physics, Buddhism, and Baudrillard as a triangle. And there was a presentation on quantum physics yesterday. I want to say, I think it's wrong to say that the quantum physicists understood quantum physics philosophically. I think with the exception of Hans Peter Dürr, who is both a physicist and a brilliant philosopher, that's the one exception, all the other physicists had no understanding of the implications and meaning of quantum physics. They simply applied it as the statistical method, as a technique. They were surprised and kind of disappointed by the weirdness and the ways that it contradicted previous physics. Even if you read Heisenberg's book, Physics and Philosophy, I think it's somewhat weak. So I think, of course, I'm also a media theorist and a technology theorist. I feel that we have not, as I listened to many of the presentations here in the last 2 days,